Have you ever wished your pain could go away? Imagine if a few calm breaths and a shift in thinking could relieve the pent-up weight behind your eyes or the tension that's squeezing your neck. What if there was a place, not in the world but inside you, where healing began the moment you let go? On this guided journey, you'll be transported to a tranquil retreat where migraines, headaches and stress subside like glass in the tide. This is more than just meditation. It's a respite for your nervous system, a reset for your body, and a gentle reminder that you deserve rest. Stay with us. Just a few minutes here can change the way you experience pain and give you the strength to regain peace, one breath at a time. So take a deep breath, inhale, allow, exhale, go, and let the healing process begin. Purpose of meditation. What if your next moment could bring relief, not just to your body but to your spirit as well? Welcome to a space designed just for you. In the middle of a busy day, a sore head, an overwhelmed nervous system, there is a door waiting to open, a gentle, quiet invitation to escape the pain, even if just for a moment. This guided meditation is more than just a voice. It's a sanctuary, created to relieve migraines, headaches, nerve pain, and the type of chronic discomfort that silently exists in life. Whether you've tried every remedy or you're just starting to look for a better way to cope, this space has you exactly where you're at. It's important to remember, this is not a medical solution, and it's not meant to be. We believe in science. We honor your doctors, your treatments, your unique path to healing. But we also believe in something just as powerful, the ability to listen to your body and respond carefully. This is an additional tool, a supportive practice that gently reminds your nervous system that it doesn't need to be on high alert all the time, that it's okay to rest, that the tightness can loosen, that pain, while still present, does not necessarily take center stage. And the beauty of this experience, you are in control. You can listen while lying in bed with a cold compress on your temples, or while lying in a chair with the lights on low. You can fall asleep throughout the journey, or be present and aware, soaking in every word and image. You can return to it on your worst days, or simply when you need a moment of peace. This meditation meets you without judgment. There are no expectations about how you will feel, how you will heal, or how long it will take. Instead, it invites you to trust your own inner wisdom, to reconnect with a part of yourself that may have become silent under the weight of pain. And that's where the transformation begins. Through breathing, calming imagery, and gentle visualization, you will be guided into a state of mind where healing is possible. A place where stress can melt away. A place where your mind and body can begin to feel safe again. You'll hear phrases that act as anchors. Breathe in, breathe out, go. Simple, yes, but incredibly powerful. Because when your mind repeats those words, something changes. You are no longer struggling. You are no longer fighting. You simply give permission. Every breath becomes a gift. Each image, a doorway. You will be led into a cool marble cathedral, hidden in your imagination, with billowing sheets, dark velvet curtains, and the soothing sound of water gently flowing nearby. Or a lush secret garden, with soft emerald grass massaging your bare feet, flowers blooming in colors you forgot existed, and warm healing waters embracing your body as you float with ease. These are not just pretty photos. They are medicine for your nervous system, designed to help your mind clear and recalibrate its relationship with pain. And the more often you return to this routine, the more your body will realize that it's safe to rest, that you can pause the stress cycle, that you can ease up even if the pain doesn't completely go away. Because sometimes healing isn't about curing, it's about caring. It's about finding comfort amidst discomfort. It's about realizing that you're not broken. You're just tired, and you deserve a break. You deserve support. You deserve this moment. So please stay with us. Let the sound of your voice, your breathing, and the stillness of your mind take you deeper into your own healing space. You don't have to earn this rest. You just need to allow it. And as you continue, you may find something surprising. Not just relief, but reconnection. Not only relaxation, but also confidence. A gentle reminder that you are not your pain. You are not your stress. You are not your to-do list. You are the one who deserves to be healed. Just by being here. So press play, breath, and stay a little longer. Because this is your time. 2. Breathing and mindfulness techniques. Inhale. Let. Expiratory. Go. These 4 simple words can be the most powerful gift you give yourself today. In a world that demands your attention, your productivity, your strength, your resilience, it's easy to forget that sometimes the most healing thing you can do is nothing at all. Just stop. Just breathe, and simple, to be. This meditation invites you to do exactly that. With each inhale, you welcome softness. With each exhale, you release what no longer serves you. And in the midst of those gentle, intentional breaths, something begins to change, not just in your body, but also in your mind and heart. It's not just breathing, it is a return to oneself. At the core of this experience is a practice so simple it may surprise you. You will be guided. Breathe in the word let, a sign to allow, accept, and surrender. Then exhale the word go, an act of liberation, forgiveness, and freedom. This rhythm becomes a gentle anchor, pulling you away from the noise of the world and helping you access the present. Over time, it became more than just a technique and became a ritual, a way to reframe how you react to pain, stress, and tension. You see, pain isn't just physical. It's full of emotions. It's full of energy. It's often caught up in fear, frustration, and pressure to overcome. And that's where this meditation meets you. Not by trying to fight the pain or pretend it doesn't exist, but by guiding your attention to it. No judgment. By helping you separate the pain in your body from the story your mind is telling you about it. Because while the discomfort may be real, the fear, the tension that builds around it, is often what makes it feel unbearable. But what if you could step back from that cycle? What if your breathing became the boundary that kept your pain from overwhelming your peace? That's exactly what this method is here to help you discover. Once settled, you will be encouraged to observe how pain behaves, not as an enemy but as a messenger. You will learn that there is no need to fight stress, that you can admit what hurts without identifying with it. Instead of saying I feel pain, you can start saying I feel pain. That simple change puts you back in the driver's seat. Repeating let go is not meant to paralyze you. It's about adjusting deeply. It's about giving yourself space to feel fully, does not collapse under its weight. And here is the wonderful paradox. The more gently you face your pain, the more it subsides. This breathing technique helps calm your sympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that gets stuck in fight or flight mode when you're overwhelmed. It allows your body to rest, for digestion, to heal. With each breath, your heart rate will slow down, your muscles release, your mind becomes less chaotic and more open to peace. And maybe for the first time today, this week, or this year, you remember what that felt like. This meditation does not require you to be strong. It requires you to be soft. It doesn't push you to fix yourself. It invites you, be with yourself. And when you inhale, let, and exhale go, you are doing more than calming your body. You are rewriting your relationship with pain. You are telling your nervous system, now it's safe. you can rest. So please stay with us. Let the words wash over you like ocean waves. Let your breath become your sanctuary. Let go of the idea that you need to earn this time or prove that you deserve help. You are here. You are breathing. That's enough. You are enough. Whether you're listening in the dark of night, in a moment of anxiety, or in the stillness of a quiet morning, know this. You are not alone. You are capable of deep, profound calm. And it all starts with a breath. So breathe in, allow, expiratory, and allow yourself to be freed. One breath at a time. 3. Visualize for healing. What if your path to relief begins not in a pharmacy but in your imagination? You close your eyes and suddenly you're no longer in a dimly lit room trying to get over a migraine or a sore neck. You are somewhere else, somewhere quiet, cool, beautiful. You can almost hear the echo of your footsteps as you walk through a French Normandy-style castle, its marble floors cooled by the shadows of linen curtains blowing in the breeze. This is not a fantasy, it's a practice, and that's what your body is ready for. In this guided meditation, you're not just asked to relax. You are invited to enter an emotional, immersive cathedral built entirely for you. Each word is chosen to paint a picture. Every breath brings you closer to a place that feels like a memory, even if you've never been there before. Why does it work? Because your mind, especially when overwhelmed by pain, doesn't always respond logically, but it reacts to the image. And that's where healing visualization becomes a powerful tool. You see, your nervous system can't always distinguish between real environments and vividly imagined environments. If you can visualize your body floating in a warm indigo pool below a waterfall, surrounded by fragrant eucalyptus trees and the soft rustle of bamboo leaves, your body begins to trust you are there. Muscles loosen, jaw dropped, breathing slows down. The pain subsides. On this journey, you will find yourself guided through spaces designed to engage all your senses. A cool marble cathedral filled with soft light through French windows reminds your body what calm feels like. An oasis in a secret garden with velvety petals and lush green grass underfoot, awakening a sense of touch and peace. A healing pool beneath the waterfall where the water cools your temples and warms your spine, bringing your nervous system into balance, calming inflammation and melting away mental stress. You're no longer fighting the pain, you're floating with it. Observe, let it move, and eventually dissolve into the stillness around you. And here's the thing, this practice isn't about avoiding reality, that's about it reshape it. The pain may still be present, but in this imaginary world, you shift your focus. You go from victim to guide, from tight to calm, and in doing so, your brain begins to rewire the way it responds to discomfort, not with panic, but with presence. You are reminded that your body is not broken, it is overworked, and your mind is not weak, it is overstimulated. What you need is a pause. Visualization gives you that, not in theory, but in a real, felt way. And if you've ever felt like your mind is your enemy during a migraine, this is where the healing process begins. Because now your imagination is your ally. Your thoughts are no longer spirals, they are soft pathways that wind through places of healing that only you can access. The best part is that this sanctuary is portable, it lives inside you. No plane tickets. There is no waiting room, no prescription, just your breath, your willingness, and this guiding voice will get you there. And maybe for the first time, you will feel what it feels like to fully exhale. Arrive. Allow your body is at rest. Arrive. Go into a space where the world can't touch you and your healing process can finally begin. So if you've brought too much, if your head feels heavy and your muscles are tense, if you just need 5 minutes of peace in a world that doesn't slow down, this meditation is made for you. Let the words hold your hand and lead you to warm water, soft sheets, cool air, and pain. Well, it knows there's no need here. Close your eyes, enter the garden, floating in the pool, and remind yourself, you always have a place to go when life gets too loud. This is your sanctuary and it is waiting for you now. 4. Body awareness and reconnection. What if your body wasn't the enemy but a team quietly demanding your leadership? When we are in pain, when a migraine surges, when our muscles scream, when our nerves flare up without warning, we can feel as if our body is turning against us. It's as if it's sending distress signals that we don't know how to interpret, let alone silence. But what if we approached pain differently? What if instead of pushing through it, we paused and listened? In this guided meditation, you'll be invited to reconnect with your body, not as a battlefield, but as a workplace. Imagine your muscles, your nerves, your blood vessels, not as chaotic systems out of control, but as a group of dedicated workers, simply working overtime. They were loyal, strong, constantly trying to protect you, help you, attract your attention. But now, they needed to rest. And guess what? You are the one responsible. That is the power of body awareness and perception. When you imagine the systems in your body as individual messengers, each doing its job, you stop fighting them, you begin to understand them. You realize that pain is not a punishment. That's communication. Your nerves are not trying to sabotage you. They are overworked news anchors, screaming just to be heard. Your muscles don't rebel. They have endured the stress for too long and are begging for relief. Your breathing, shallow and nervous, just wants to be noticed and deepened. This meditation gives you the space to become the boss your body has been waiting for. Not a harsh commander, but a wise leader who knows when to say thank you. You've done enough. Take the rest you deserve. You will be guided through practice at your destination, each department, like a kind manager walking through your internal office after a long shift. You pause at your temple and whisper, "You can time out now." You put your attention on your jaw and say you've been stressed all day. You're off work. You scan your shoulders, back, legs, and start granting permission. Publishing rights. Permission to cease operations. Right only. To be. And here's the magic. Your body listens. When we approach ourselves with gentleness and respect, everything calms down. Blood flow increases. Muscles relax. Pain signals fade. Even our hearts slow down to a more steady rhythm. Why? Because your body trusts you again. This is not about pretending the pain isn't real. It's about changing your role in the experience. You move from a helpless recipient to a conscious participant, from overwhelmed passengers to compassionate captains. Not only will this visualization help you relax, but it will also help you regain control of your healing space. Because that's what your body really is, the space you live in, space you can influence, a space that responds to your tone, your breath, and your attention. And like any good workplace, it thrives when the leader is present, patient, and kind. So please stay with us. Let this meditation become your daily staff meeting, not to assign more tasks, but to recall those tasks that were never yours to shoulder closely. Let your breath become a memo that says, "We're closed for the day. Only medical hours." Whether you are lying in bed, closing your eyes, or sitting quietly in a moment of stillness, know this: you have the power to control your body's energy. You can tell when it's time to work and when it's time to rest. You may not be able to control all the pain that arises, but you can choose how you react. And sometimes the strongest reaction is softness. So take a moment now. Close your eyes. Place your hand gently on your heart or abdomen and say silently just once, "You've done enough. Thank you." Feel the change. You are not broken. You are the one holding the reins. And your body, no matter how tired, is ready to follow your lead into the stillness, the peace, and the healing it craves. Let's get started. 5. Symbols and metaphors. Imagine this, a sharp piece of glass thrown back and forth by the ocean. At first it was jagged. It was painful, even dangerous to touch. But day after day, the waves wash it away. Sand abrades its edges. Water flattens its surface. And slowly, over time, it became something beautiful. Sea glass, soft, twinkle, safe to keep. This is the metaphor that anchors your healing journey in this guided meditation. Because pain, whether physical, emotional, or a combination of both, is like that piece of broken glass. At first, it was rough, unbearable, all sharp corners and sudden shocks. It demands your attention. It changes the way you move, the way you breathe, the way you live. But here's the gentle truth. The pain is not permanent. There is no shape to it. Not in its strength, and most importantly, it's not about how you relate to it. In this meditation, you are encouraged to stop struggling with pain, and instead, let the waves do their thing. Every breath becomes a tide, each visualization, a gentle flow, every moment of stillness, a polished stone. You are not required to make repairs yourself. You are invited only surrender, not in defeat, but in grace. This guided journey will take you on a spiritual vacation, not an escape, but a form of recovery. Through rich metaphors and soothing imagery, your body and mind are gently brought into a state of peace. And it is here, in this softness, that true healing begins. You'll hear these phrases wrap around you like a warm blanket. Your pain is like a piece of broken glass, softened by the sea. Your mind is retreating to a sanctuary, away from noise and expectation. Let the cool water pour down on your temples, washing away the swelling and heaviness. These metaphors are not just poetic, they serve a deeper purpose. When you're in pain, it's easy to believe that healing must be difficult, quick, and immediate. But this meditation reminds you, healing is a process, a natural thing, one that cannot be forced, but can be gently supported. Like nature, healing happens in rhythm. It's not always visible, but it happens all the time. And metaphors become a bridge between your busy, overstimulated mind and the part of you that understands this deeply. Because your nervous system speaks the language of image, it responds with calming tones, safe environments, and lively storytelling. That's why this experience is so effective. You're not just being asked to relax. You're being led into one story your mind can believe. A story where your pain softens over time, like glass becoming smooth. A story where your body is not weak, just tired. A story where you are the caretaker, not the victim of your experience. And this is where the change happens. While meditation takes place, pain may persist, but its sharpness is dulled. Your fear of it begins to fade away, and in its place a gentle faith. The feeling that you are not alone, that your body is listening. Something deep, steady, and invisible is working in your favor. Even if your physical symptoms don't go away immediately, you will feel different, lighter, more grounded, greater control over your way experience, your pain. Because that's the real purpose of this method. Reclaim your inner landscape. You may not be able to change the waves, but you can let them soothe you instead of crushing you. You can float instead of fight. You can soften instead of crumbling. And with each return to this meditation, that transformation deepens. Metaphors become memories. Images become muscle memories. And healing becomes something you carry with you, not just in the moment, but every time the pain returns. So please stay with us. Let your breath become the tide. Let your thoughts drift away like sand on the waves. And let your uncomfortable feelings begin to fade. Not because you forced them, but because of you finally allowed they come. This is more than just relaxation, it's a redefinition. You are not your pain. You are the ocean. You are the glass, and you are the wave that can heal. 6. Empowerment through self-compassion. You are doing enough. Yes. Right now, just like you. Whether you spent the entire day crossing tasks on your list or barely got out of bed, you've done enough. This meditation is not here to push you harder. It's not another voice telling you to toughen up, do more, and push through. Instead, it offers something much more radical. Rest, leave. If you are living with chronic pain, you already know how exhausting it can be. Not only physically, but also mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Pain has a way of making you feel like your body is betraying you, like you're always falling short, like every day is a battle you never signed up for. But what if, just for this moment, you let all of that go? What if you gave yourself permission to stop striving and instead simply be received? This meditation guides you into that sacred space, the space within you that is always ready, always welcoming, always kind. Your inner sanctuary, where pain doesn't define you and compassion becomes the medicine you didn't know you needed. Because here's the truth, you deserve a break. Not because you earned it, it's not because you've checked every box or proven your worth, but because you exist, because you are human, because life is hard sometimes, and it's especially hard when you're carrying pain that no one else can see. This practice gently reminds you of that over and over again. You'll hear phrases like, you are allowed to let go, you have done enough today, you are allowed to feel safe, even when in pain. They are not empty assertion. They are anchors, providing a solid support when the world feels too oppressive. With each repetition, meditation plants seeds confidence. It helps rewire the part of the brain that has been trained to push, punish, and believe that rest is laziness or weakness. Because it's not. Rest is resistance in a world that often requires constant movement. Rest is recovery in a body that is trying its best every day. Rest is reclamation about your time, your values, your voice. As you move through meditation, you will be reminded that this space, this sanctuary, is not some distant destination. It's inside you. Always. You don't need a special room, hiding place, or perfect circumstances to access it. You just need a little breather, a whisper of stillness, and the choice to be kind to yourself. Because compassion is not weak. It is not indulgence. It's courageous. It takes strength to stop in the midst of pain and say, today I will be gentle with myself. And when do you do it? Something changed. Not just in your body but also in your spirit. Tightness loosens. The shame fades. The fight begins to feel less like survival and more like concern. This is a power you wouldn't expect. Not fiery or loud but deeply rooted. Strong, soft, and powerful in ways that the world often underestimates. And even if you forget tomorrow, even if the pain returns and the doubt returns, you can always come back. This sanctuary will always be here for you. In the breath, in silence, to remind you that you are never alone in this. So please stay with us. Let meditation take you, not towards some ideal version of yourself, but back to the version that has been here all along. People are doing their best. You are enough. Let this be the time you choose to rest. Let this be the moment you give yourself the compassion you are so comfortable giving to others. Let this be your moment to say, I matter, even in my stillness, especially in my stillness. Welcome to your sanctuary. You have earned your place here, not through effort, but through existence, and you are welcomed in a profound and wonderful way. Sometimes, the most powerful form of healing is simply allowing yourself to rest. This meditation gently reminds us that chronic pain is not just a physical struggle, but also an emotional and spiritual journey. Through vivid imagery and soothing guidance, we learn that pain does not define us. Instead, we are invited to imagine an inner sanctuary, a quiet place where healing begins with compassion, not control. Whether you're battling migraines, stress, or simply the weight of everyday life, the message is clear. You are enough. You are not weak because you need rest. You are wise to listen to your body, and you have the ability to stop, breathe, and let go no matter what is happening around you. As we age, self-care is no longer a luxury. It is a necessity. So if this message resonates with you, give yourself permission to return to this space as often as needed. We'd love to hear from you. What part of this experience has helped you the most? Please like this video if it brings you peace. Please share with someone who needs a moment of relaxation. And don't forget to subscribe for more mindfulness healing methods. Your journey to comfort starts here, and you don't have to walk it alone. 4. Check for foreign material. Did you know that one of the most common and overlooked causes of toothaches is a tiny piece of food stuck between your teeth? That's right. Sometimes that sharp pain or sensitivity you're experiencing isn't due to a serious problem like a cavity or infection. It's simply a small piece of food getting stuck and putting pressure on your gums or tooth nerve. It sounds simple, but if left untreated, it can lead to gingivitis, infection, or worse, a periodontal abscess. And the bad news is, brushing isn't enough. In many cases, you'll need to look closely between your teeth, where your toothbrush can't reach, for foreign objects like food particles, meat fibers, or leftover dental floss. So how do you remove them safely? One simple but effective trick is to knot the floss and gently pull it through the suspected area. This will scrape out small pieces that are invisible to the naked eye. But be careful, don't use a toothpick or other hard object, as this can tear your gums and cause a more serious infection. In today's video, we'll show you how to properly check your mouth, the dentist recommended flossing technique, and tell you when you need to call your dentist right away. You'll be surprised how that mysterious toothache disappears after just a few simple steps. Watch the whole video to make sure you don't miss out on these small but extremely useful tips, because sometimes the solution doesn't lie in pills or complicated treatments, but starts with properly cleaning between your teeth. 5. Avoid biting or chewing. Are you experiencing toothache and wondering why the pain gets worse every time you eat? You may be unknowingly aggravating your dental condition due to a simple habit, chewing on the painful side. It may seem obvious, but in a hurry or without paying attention, many people continue to bite or chew on the affected side of the tooth, causing inflammation, swelling, and pain to increase with each meal. This is why dental professionals always advise against chewing or biting on the painful side altogether. Instead, switch to chewing on the opposite side and prioritize soft, easy-to-swallow foods like porridge, soup, smoothies, or soft omelette. These options not only help you maintain your nutrition, but also significantly reduce the pressure on the damaged tooth, allowing it to heal, or at least not get worse than before you saw your dentist. Another tip: avoid foods that are too hot, too cold, too hard, or too sweet. These can irritate the nerve of your tooth and cause you to have a brain-aching pain. You should also cut your food into small pieces and use a spoon or fork to have more control over where you chew. In today's video, we'll show you how to plan your meals wisely when you have a toothache, how to choose the right foods, and even a little trick to avoid chewing on the wrong side of your mouth when eating. These seemingly simple things can help you relieve pain effectively while you wait to see your dentist. Because sometimes what you need is not to take more painkillers, but to change a small habit in your meal. Watch the whole video to make sure you don't miss out on these incredibly useful home dental care tips. 6. Saltwater rinse. Did you know that one of the simplest, cheapest and most effective ways to soothe a toothache may be right in your kitchen? Yes, it's salt, a common ingredient with incredible healing powers. If you're struggling with a sore mouth, don't reach for expensive medications or panic. Start with warm salt water. Rinsing your mouth with salt water not only helps relieve pain, but it also has the ability to reduce inflammation and kill bacteria, two of the leading causes of toothaches. Simply dissolve a teaspoon of table salt in a cup of warm water, slowly swish it around in your mouth for 30 seconds, spit it out, and repeat until the water is gone. You can do this a few times a day, especially after eating, to keep your mouth clean and reduce swelling and pain. The great thing about salt water is that it's natural and safe, with no side effects, and suitable for all ages. While it's not a long-term treatment, you'll still need to see your dentist soon. It's a great way to keep the pain from getting worse in the meantime. In the next part of the video, you will be guided through the proper way to perform a saltwater rinse, the best time to use it, and mistakes to avoid when applying this seemingly simple method. If you are looking for a gentle but effective first step to relieve toothache at home, then don't take your eyes off this video. Sometimes the solution is not far away, it's right in the glass of salt water you are preparing.